I hope you're having a wonderful day today. My name is Katie, and this is the perfect place to help you get started on your ukulele journey. In the previous video, I taught you how to read a chord diagram, and as well as introduced you to some essential chord families so that you could start playing your favorite songs today. In this video, you're going to be learning some essential strumming patterns. So let's get started. The following examples are perfect for songs that are in 4/4 time or common time. Most songs are in 4/4 time or common time, so that means you have 4 beats in a measure and the quarter note gets the beat. So basically you count to 4 and you start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that strumming pattern, I'm just strumming down on quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is perfect if you're just working on your chord transitions, okay? Keep it simple, keep it light. Now, if you're ready for the next step, start subdividing into eighth notes. So you can start strumming up, and that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Like that. So if you look at the diagram, we have down, up, 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 down, up. I have arrows, as well as there is another notation that is more common that you'll find in books and sheet music, is that you see something that looks like a staple, that means strum down. And something that looks like a V or a little caret, that means strum up. So whether you have arrows, or you have the staple and the caret, so to speak, that's something very essential to know whether you're picking up books, sheet music, or looking at other tutorials online. This is what the strumming pattern would sound like with a few chords. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Here we go. The next strumming pattern, I believe, is one of the most common, and it's a syncopated strumming pattern. So what that means is that there's going to be a count that is absorbed. So you see that little half circle, that's called a tie. And what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be tying 2 beats together, or 2 eighth notes together, in order to create almost like a skip or a shuffle. So it will sound like this. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this is great. That is sometimes with the eighth note strumming pattern, just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It just gets to be a little mundane. So adding in that tie will add in just a wonderful dynamic, just breaking things up a little bit as you're playing adds more sonic interest. This is what the strumming pattern would sound like with a few chords. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go. Down, up, down, up. Now the next one, I would say that this is the most common for the ukulele, and that is the island strum. What happens is that instead of just 2 eighth notes at the very beginning, we have a quarter note at the very beginning, the rest are eighth notes, and then you have that tie again. So it will sound like this. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 what that does is that it just adds a little more space in between your strums. Instead of down, up, down, up, down, up, you have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. It adds even more rhythmic interest or even more of a rhythmic variation as you're switching between your chords. So just adds another layer of color and dynamic as you're playing. This is what the strumming pattern would sound like with a few chords. Down, down, up, down, 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 up. Here we go. The next strumming pattern features 16th notes, which we haven't done yet before. And it sounds like this. down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So with even more subdivision, you're adding more rhythmic interest to your strumming patterns. This is what the strumming pattern would sound like with a few chords. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Here we go. Not all songs are in 4/4 time, so let's introduce 3/4 time. So that is a song that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It has a waltz feel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Where we have 3 beats in a measure, the quarter note gets the beat, so we count to 3 and start over. So the most common 3/4 strumming pattern that I have found is 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and down, down, up, down, up, 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 down. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. This is what the strumming pattern would sound like with a few chords. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. The next one is in 6/8. So the strumming pattern is actually going to sound very, very similar, but instead of 3 beats in a measure and the quarter note gets the beat, we have 6 beats in a measure and the 8th note gets the beat. So we're going to count that differently, and it's going to look like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. This is what the strumming pattern would sound like with a few chords. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and. And there you have it. Those are some strumming patterns that you can try today. Make sure that you experiment with different strumming patterns, because one strumming pattern you may find is very appropriate for one song. It may not quite fit another. So hopefully you can find one of these strumming patterns to be able to fit the song's dynamic, its feel, and its message. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.